everybody. Surprise, we're here on Wednesday. Surprise. Just kidding. Okay, so we are calling surprise curls because I tested a different shampoo and conditioner last night, and I wanted to see how they turned out. We were just discussing what my hair looks like with this, and I thought I was absolutely gonna love. I wanted to test some shampoos and conditioners that I know other salons are using, or some things so that I can just get a more full understanding of like what people's trials are and tribulations. So I just wanted to kind of see what it was like again.
Yeah.
And so we were discussing what my hair is like today. I feel like it's really flat.
Yeah, and it looks darker. It's so strange.
Yes, it feels darker. Like really like I feel like I had a baseball hat on.
Yeah.
And then like took it off and I
Did you wash your hair today or yesterday?
Last night before I went to bed, which is a very normal thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess that you had just washed your hair either.
Yeah, if it feels like more like day, I don't know, 4 or 5. Sorry, I'm trying to move my chair back here. It feels very different to me. And what I was thinking is like how if you had fine hair, how hard it would be to deal with this.
Yeah.
I think you would be washing every day.
Especially because like even if it's this noticeable on your hair and you have so much hair and so coarse hair, someone with fine hair would extremely notice that.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot. So anyway, I wanted to see how my curls would turn out today, and I'm sure Savannah doesn't like wearing her hair straight. No. So she'll probably curl too. Yeah. So I'm interested to see like how these turn out and what, different trials I turn up with. So how we would combat those. I know that like it's gonna drive me nuts that my head feels like it's like a big triangle right now.
Yeah.
And so,
which both of our haircuts are designed to be more square.
Yeah.
So it's funny that it's just weighing down that much.
Yeah, isn't it interesting? What I'm gonna do is go ahead and curl, because I haven't curled in a really long time, and I wanna, go through and get some great curls for you and teach you different things. I was watching my daughter curl the other night, and I saw a couple of things that she was doing that would, really, be things that people faced. Like the cord up thing. It was so funny. And you know how it is trying to teach your own daughter things. It's it can be, trying sometimes. Okay. So what we're going to do is start with the basics. I want you guys to really flatten out this piece. I'm doing the back middle piece, so you can see how that's like almost right on with my part. And I want you to make sure you're pulling that all forward, and then we're going to start with our thumb behind the light. Don't ever move your thumb from there. And then you're going to go in. Notice I don't keep my elbow down like this. I see a lot of people facing that. And so I'm going to go in, close, rotate. And you'll see how I just basically keep the iron on my head as I'm moving forward. Okay.
Ooh, I got really curly.
That did get really curly. Was I going slow? What temperature am I on? 3, okay.
350.
Yeah. Okay, surprise, it's really curly. Wonder if that's what's gonna happen. My hair's gonna be more curly with this stuff. It'd be interesting.
I wonder what would cause that.
I don't know.
Because I would almost expect the curls to not pop as easily because of the weight of it. But
I wonder if I should be, I wonder if it was because I was teaching to go right along my head. Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like, wait, that's weird. Okay, so yes, I was being really, you see the difference. That time I didn't go right along my head and I went slower. So you can see the difference in the curl just by doing that. Can you fix that for me?
So here's the first one, where she was going really nice and tight next to her head and rotated a lot. And then this one is more so how you would normally curl, right?
Kind of, yeah.
One, just a little bit faster, not as close to your head, but you didn't really get anything like from here, and then you got some curl here.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try the next one. I'll leave that curl alone, and then we'll deal with the next one. Boy, these are gonna be surprise curls, aren't they? Okay. So we're gonna keep going again, thumb behind light, never move it from there. See how my elbow's up and out on the right side? And then I'm gonna stay closer to my head. Then I wanna go out to keep that angle consistent so I can get more of a beachy wave. And then I'm gonna follow through to the end just to see how it goes. Oh my gosh, that is so weird.
Yeah, much more curl at the bottom and not really
weird
much through your mid shaft.
So is this how your hair's gonna curl with other shampoos?
I think
This
you
is
would
so
just have to
interesting.
adjust other things. You would have to go a little slower, maybe turn up
Yeah.
your temperature.
Okay, so let's try a slower one. Okay,
Yeah.
that's better.
So when you are dealing with like a shampoo that is a little bit of a heavier texture, you might have to change your technique in curling and just going a little bit slower and rotating back. And I bet that's a lot of times why, like, I see other people's technique
Yeah.
and I'm like, I do that same technique
Yeah.
and it works great for me, but
Yeah.
you're not getting much.
Yeah.
And so people usually have to rotate a little bit back further in StyleTYMEs
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I wonder if it has more to do with your foundational products than
I'm thinking
the technique.
Clearly, right? Okay, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to my normal. I'm gonna go to my normal temperature. I want to just test how I would normally curl and see what we get.
Okay.
This is so interesting because I didn't plan on all this. I just was kind of testing
Yeah.
it. 'Cause, I don't know. I just wanted to see. I didn't know it was gonna do all this. Okay, so I'm gonna go in. I think it's probably at 325 now, and this is how I normally curl. This speed, this rate. How did I do?
You
Sorry,
didn't get
comments.
much. There's a little bit of a wave in there, but
It's weird. The curl looks way flatter, right, or
just
something.
here. Yeah. I wish you had done the other shampoo on one side and our shampoo on the other.
I
but
should have. I can do that
That's
next
a
week.
lot to ask.
I can do that next week. Okay, I'm gonna try again.
I can even just put upstaged on
Oh,
one side.
it's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay,
So if
so-
you're wanting anything more than that, you would have to do a
I'm gonna have to
pretty
rotate more.
rotation.
It. You know what else? It's like kind of sticky.
I was
Really?
just gonna ask, how's it feel?
Yeah, it like.
Ooh, that's
I-
a pretty one.
I really went slow on
You
that
went really
one.
nice and slow and then rotated a lot.
Okay.
So
It's interesting. I have to loosen my tension more than with our shampoo too, because it has like a sticky factor, but I'm not sure why. Okay, I'm going nice and slow this time. How'd I do? Nice and full?
it's a medium curl, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like usually, well, see, whenever you just let it rest, it just kind of like falls a little bit. But usually, whenever you would do a curl like that, I feel like it would really bounce back, you know?
Yeah.
And you're just not getting that.
Yeah. And I can't even see the definition of my curl because my hair is so dark.
Yeah.
So when you're curling on the left side, you can go up and over. And you'll see that this is so important. What my daughter does is she comes in like this, and then, hold on, and then she rotates like this. What she doesn't kind of understand that's gonna happen out of that is I'll show you the top.
Yeah. So you can see there's a little dent right there.
Yeah, this. Okay, so I'm gonna do regular, where you just go in with the regular approach and show you the difference of what will happen. So I just go in, rotate.
And then that hair is all flat up there. Whereas when you come in from the other side and twist, then that hair is kind of pinched at the top.
Yeah, it's creating a different trajectory for the curl. So the curl starts different. Oh man, this is so hard to give examples because everything doesn't show as
I can do
good.
it on mine.
Yeah. So I feel like a triangle head. And now I'm trying to test only that without using our product. So
Yeah.
now I'm stuck with it. I think I want to try and do pick-me-up curls though.
That's a good idea.
Okay, do you want to,
Start on mine?
yeah, why don't you just curl yours and I'll wait and see how these fall. Because this is how I normally curl. So I
Okay.
don't want to over. I'm having a real hard time. Guys, I'm struggle busing it right now. I really thought I was going to feel very different about this. I thought I was going to be like, oh man, ours isn't.
That's good.
All the faith I have in myself, right, to create a good
Yeah.
product. I'm like, oh man, it's probably going to be something amazing. And then I'm like, oh, wait, it's not.
Heather said I had so much trouble and had to work much harder to get decent curls when I purchased the travel shampoo and conditioner. Now I'm finally getting great looks.
Oh, yeah. If you're having woe is me's like this and you feel like a triangle head and you feel like your hair is way down at the top and you want it to have more life at the top, I think right now is a very good time to try it.
So I'm gonna explain a little bit about like how to get at the root in the back because I hear a lot of people question that sometimes. How do you get like up at the top? So I start in lower where it's more comfortable for me to enter, and then I slide up on the hair strand.
It's like sliding into somebody's DMs.
Just like it.
Just
It's exactly like that.
slide into the DMs. in the deeper motion. Oh, that could get really phallic. We won't go there anymore. Yeah. Okay. So, so that's a really key thing is like figuring out where you want your curl to start and how, you know, because if you want it to be more down like this, you can either use other shampoos or you can.
And do more work.
Yeah.
Or just curl at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm working up a sweat in here doing this stuff. That's weird.
It's just so funny. It seemed like you just had to put a lot more effort into getting like a looser curl and like not as great of a curl as what you would even normally get.
Yeah, it was so weird how I know I always talk about foundational products being like super important, but then you try something and you're like, oh my gosh, they are super important.
It really
is.
It's
crazy.
Christy says she uses our products and she still has greasy hair the next day. Do you have any ideas?
I have an idea, yes. Okay, so when you're making adjustments from like a more harsh cleanser into a more mild cleanser, at first I recommend like trying like shampoo twice and then condition. And there's this other thing that a lot of people do that I think is detrimental to it is they condition like from here down or here down and don't condition up here, which then makes your scalp still produce like you aren't getting the nourishment down here. So your scalp will still produce more oils trying to nourish your hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend putting the conditioner up here and letting your scalp then adjust to the fact that you have the oils you need in your hair, and then it'll start lowering its oil production. But you have to give it time to do that, and you have to teach it. So you have to extend your days in between, however you can do that. Yeah, it's amazing what your scalp knows about your hair.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
and
really
how
crazy.
Shampoo and conditioner can nourish your scalp as well as your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Lucinda, we've got a couple people who want to see your front swoop too, if you want
Okay.
to do that as well.
Okay, I'm not as good at controlling my hair today. Look at, I even got like a weird curl there. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's got a mind of its own today.
This, like, for as well as I know this iron, you would think I'd have zero problem, but I'm just used to my hair reacting so different. Look at this, like, okay, I'm gonna go real slow up here, trying to get like the curl I want.
Well, when's the last time that you used a shampoo and conditioner that wasn't ours?
Yesterday.
Well, beyond that.
Yesterday. Oh, before that?
Yeah,
Prior to
yeah,
that? Like how
yeah.
many years?
Yeah, like how long?
Pre-time hair products.
Probably 3 years.
Yeah, so
Like,
your hair's been spoiled for a while.
Oh my god, I can't even get the curl up here if I want it. Okay, that's better. It's a little bit up there. But look, feel this still. It's still so warm. It's so
It's
interesting
weird that
to me
it's so
that
warm for how the lack of curl that you're getting.
that it's hanging on to that hard.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But what's
How?
funny too is that your first curl was so intensely curly because
Yeah.
you were going really
Slow. Yeah.
I wonder if that is because it's staying warmer longer.
I don't know. I gotta lower this heat. I gotta know what I'm working with here. Okay. So I'm gonna do my front swoop and what I want it to look like, because this is what I like. So I gotta get this side. But when I had all this over, I didn't like it, so I had to switch it. So I'm gonna try and get this side to match. So I'm gonna go in. See my angle? I'm kind of pointing back to the ceiling behind me. Okay. Oh, it gets so curly at the ends. What is the deal? I don't understand like how this can be so, oh man, I preach about foundational products and now I'm gonna preach about them way harder.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us today, this happy Wednesday. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Baby, bye.